Good morning. Welcome to part two of You Have Always Possessed the Power You Seek. I wanted to continue on this vibration of sharing what has worked for me in terms of spiritual practice and prayer and communing. And I wanted to share a beautiful prayer that I found in Don Miguel Ruiz. His book titled Mastery of Love. Don Miguel Ruiz is also the author of The Four Agreements. Those are two books that you must have because they're just beautiful, beautiful stories, beautiful folklore, and just filled with messages of just self-love and self-worth and communing. And so they're definitely those books that Don Miguel Ruiz, his intention, in these Toltec tales is the preservation of tradition, of Aztec, Mayan, indigenous tradition. Um, and so there is incredible power in communing and speaking the things that we want to see manifested. And so there are two prayers at the very back at the end of the Mastery of Love that I made a photocopy of. And back when I was practicing this prayer and I was reading it every single day, I rewrote it. I changed words around. I made it very, I wanted it to be in the first person. I wanted it to be something that I was gifting to myself, separate from what he was giving to all of us in the whole. And this is a prayer for awareness. So let's take some deep breaths. Let's get quiet. Inhale. Let's release everything, all the worry. We're rushing to work. We're sitting in trains. We're sitting in traffic. We're frustrated. We're releasing any anxiety from preparing the family for school and work. It's the beginning of the school year. So a lot of us are feeling anxious and stressed and worried, and we're allowing all that to fall away, and we're being present, and we're coming to complete awareness, and we're listening to our breath, and we're just slowing down for a moment. 5 minutes will not make a difference. Let's slow it down. Let's gift ourselves a moment of peace, a moment of stillness, a moment of quiet. Prayer for awareness. Today, Creator of the universe, I ask that you open my heart, my mind, my eyes, so that I can enjoy all of your creations and live in eternal love with you. Help me to see you in everything. Help me to see you in everything I perceive with my eyes, with my ears, with my heart, and with all my senses. Let me perceive with eyes of love so that I find you wherever I go and see you in everything you create. Let me see you in every cell of my body, in every emotion of my mind, in every dream, in every flower, in every person I meet. You cannot hide from me because you are everywhere and I am one with you. Let me be aware of this truth. Let me be aware of my power to create a dream of heaven where everything is possible. Help me to use my imagination to guide the dream of my life, the magic of my creation, so I can live without fear, without anger, without jealousy, without envy. Give me a light to follow, and let today be the day that my search for love and happiness is over. Today, let something extraordinary happen that will change my life forever. Let everything I do and say be an expression of the beauty in my heart, always based on love. Help me to be the way you are, to love the way you love, to share the way you share, to create a masterpiece of beauty and love the same way that all of your creations are masterpieces of beauty and love. Beginning today and gradually over time, help me to increase the power of my love so that I may create a masterpiece of art my own life. Today, Creator, I give you all of my gratitude and love because you have given me life. Ache, Amen. And so it is. There's a second poem. And a second poem. It does read like a poem. A second prayer. Prayer for self-love. Also, I rewrote it and added my own little flavor. Today, Creator of the universe, I ask that you help me to accept myself just the way I am without judgment. Help me to accept my mind the way it is with all my emotions, my hopes and my dreams, my personality, my unique way of being. Help me to accept my body just the way it is with all its beauty and perfection. Let the love I have for myself be so strong that I never again reject myself or sabotage my happiness, freedom, and love. From now on, let every action, every reaction, every thought, every emotion be based on love. Help me, Creator, to increase my self-love until the entire dream of my life is transformed. No fear, no drama, just love and joy. Help me, Creator, to attract abundance in my life where my finances are overflowing. Let the power of my self-love be strong enough to break all the lies I was programmed to believe. I know I am good. I know I am strong. I know I am intelligent. I am love. I am lovable. I am worthy. I can. I will. I trust myself completely to make the choices I must make. Whatever I want to accomplish, let it be done with the power of my self-love. Starting today, help me to love myself so much that I never set up any circumstances that go against me. I live my life being myself and not pretending to be someone else just to be accepted. I no longer need other people to accept me or tell me how good I am because I know who I am. I know that I am. With the power of my self-love, let me enjoy what I see. Every time I look in the mirror, let there be a big smile on my face that enhances my inner and outer beauty. Help me, Creator, to express your will through my writing, through my art, through divination, through the people I meet, through the people I touch. Let me finish what I set out to do. Help me to make money on my writing. Creator, help me to get Essence Magazine as my job. Wow, that was a long time ago. Help me to feel such intense self-love that I always enjoy my own presence. Let me love myself without judgment. Strengthen my will to forgive myself in this moment. Clean my mind of emotional poison and self-judgment so that I can live my life in complete peace and complete love. When I am lonely, I look for you. I look for your love to fill me. I look for your love in me. I let my self-love be the power that changes the dream of my life. Let me transform every relationship I have, beginning with the relationship I have with myself. Help me to be free of any conflict with others. Let me be happy to share my time with my loved ones and to forgive them for any injustice I feel in my mind. Help me to love myself so much that I forgive anyone who has ever hurt me in my life. Help me to create new channels of communication in all my relationships so there is no war of control, there is no winner or loser. Together, let me work as a team for love, for joy, for harmony. I am love, I am peace. Let my relationships with my family and friends be based on respect and joy. I no longer have the need to tell them how to think, how to be. Let my relationships with my family and friends be based on respect and joy, and that I now know that I have arrived. Let my romantic relationship be the most wonderful relationship I have ever known. Let me feel joy every time I share myself with my partner. I accept others just the way they are without judgment. I am thankful for everyone in my life. Today is a new beginning. I begin today with the power of self-love. Let me open my heart to the love that is my birthright. I deserve love. I am love. Let me open my heart to the love that is my birthright. I am a master of gratitude, generosity, and love. And I enjoy all of your creations forever and ever and ever. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Sit with what you're feeling in this moment after hearing my prayer. Sit with the words that really resonated with you, that really touched you, that you really felt. Wherever you felt it, identify that. Write it in your notes in your phone. Write it on your palm of your hand. Write it down. Write it exactly as you feel it in this moment so you can try to capture it, so you can try to connect to it. I have not read that poem, those prayers, in a long time. And it felt so good in my body. It felt so familiar. I used to sit my altar before I was initiated as a priestess, as in Yanifa, as hija de Ogun. I used to have for San Santiago, an image of San Santiago, which is in La División 21, in the 21 divisions in the Dominican Republic. It is an African-based, syncretized with Catholicism, religious practice from the Dominican Republic, or practice in the Dominican Republic, that is influenced by also voodoo. And there's a lot of influences. And down the road, I will be recording some posts around different religions that I'm influenced by, that I really love and respect. But back when I was creating my initial altar and saying my prayers before leaving for work, my altar was sitting on the floor because I understood that all of my syncretized African saints were to be placed on the ground. They lived on the ground. Very different from my Lukumi tradition, where my Orishas sit on certain pedestals. There's a word for it. Tienen su trono, right? Tienen su trono todito. Se sientan. There's a hierarchy. There's a way to place them. But my first altars in the house were at the entrance of my home, where I had a representation of Elegua, and I had a representation of Ogun, and I had a representation of Yemaya. And I would sit and I would kneel and I would pray those prayers. I had my practice where that I would read these prayers every single day before leaving. And I am so incorporating them back in my life because it felt so good in my body. But I share that to say that the power that you possess, the power that you're seeking, you already hold. And so there's power in the words that we speak to ourselves, in the way that we love or hate ourselves. And so I invite you to find words to help lift you, because we might not have been taught that. Our conditioning and our programming was very different. My story is very different than yours. You have no idea what I've been through. You have no idea what I have lived through. You have no idea of the abuse, the assaults, the violations that this body has experienced. And to be the person that I am, rising from the ashes, I'm connecting very much to the reading today that I posted from Ursula La Flambeau, that we are burning things to the ground. We are burning old narratives down to the ground. We are burning to the ground the way people have treated us, mistreated us, abused us, assaulted us, violated us, pillaged us. We are walking with intergenerational trauma that we inherited, but it is our birthright to know that we are love and that we are beautiful and that we are perfect just the way we are, even with our imperfections, in spite of them. And so I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you because I know that if you are listening to this message, you are on your very distinct personal journey. And I am rocking with you. Yo, I am wishing you a day filled with love, self-awareness. I wish that for you. I wish that for me. I'm sending you bendiciones, blessings. Modupwe, ache. Peace.